Hello students, as you know, in the previous video we have done the types of chances, and related to which we have done also 20.1 exercise. We have discussed how many types of chances are there, like you must be remembering 5 types of chances were there. So today in 20.2 we will find the probability. We will tell how we can find the probability of an experiment, of an event. So before starting this exercise, I would like to tell you that there are some definitions given at page number 277 on your book. Please go through those definitions properly. They are very easy and you will understand them well. And out of those two I am writing here, which first one is experiment. Experiment is a situation involving chance or probability that leads to result called outcomes. A situation involving chance and probability that leads to result, like we do something, we throw a coin, we throw a dice. Like when we throw a die, what is a die? In Ludo, indoor game Ludo, you play Ludo, that small cubical shape is called dice or die, you can say. And throwing a die is an experiment. Tossing a coin, when you throw a coin, tossing a coin again is an experiment. Picking a ball is an experiment. Selecting a card from the well shuffled deck of a card is an experiment. So these are the experiments. And next is outcomes. Outcomes is the result of an experiment. When we do an experiment, like we throw a die, what are the possible outcomes? When we throw a die, throwing a die, how many outcomes it gives us? Like either 1 will appear, or 2 will appear, or 3 will appear, or 4, 5 or 6. Maximum number is 6. 7 never appears on a die. So the possible outcomes are the result of an experiment. Like in tossing a coin, when we toss a coin, what result it give you? Either head will appear or tail will appear. So these are the outcomes. When we do an experiment, the outcomes are the result of that experiment. So I think the meaning is clear to you between the experiment and the outcomes. These are the mostly used terms. That's why I have explained it here. Rest you can read and you can understand from there. Page number 277. Now what is probability? How to find it? What can its value be? So probability always lies between 0 and 1. Student, pay attention here. Probability always lies between 0 and 1. What does it mean? Probability of any event cannot be less than 0. It should always be greater than 0 and less than 1. What does it mean? It means that our probability can't be negative. It cannot be less than 0. You know, in the number line, less than 0 means negative numbers, and it cannot be more than 1. It will always be less than 1, less than equal to. It can be equal to also. Yes, probability always lies between 0 and 1. It can be 0, it can be 1. I have already told you, probability of an impossible event. Impossible means no chance is there. Then the probability will be 0. And the probability of a sure chance, when we are sure, 100% sure, then the probability will be 1. And it cannot be more than 1. Like if your answer comes like 1.2, then your probability will be wrong. It cannot be 2, it cannot be 4. Probability should not be greater than 1. It can be equal to 1, but it should not be greater than 1. And it should not be negative also. So always remember that. Next I would like to tell you the formula. How to find the probability of any event. Formula, you should remember this properly. Probability of any event. How to find? For this, the formula is number of favorable outcomes. Note it down in your notebooks. Write it 5 or 10 times properly, so that whenever you are doing sums, do write the formula first. Number of favorable outcomes over total number of outcomes. So whole probability lies on this formula only. This is the method to find the probability of any event. So in all the sums we will be using this formula. So please remember this properly. So next, let us start some examples of finding probability of any event. Suppose first example I am giving you. Find the probability of getting a tail. Find the probability of getting a tail when a coin is tossed. So the experiment is, when a coin is tossed, you are doing an experiment of tossing a coin, and you know I have told you, when I toss a coin, two possible outcomes are H and T. Either head will appear or tail will appear. So I have to find the probability of getting a, when a coin is tossed, we have to find the probability of getting a tail. Okay, so we will start our sum writing what we need in our formula: to total favorable outcomes and total number of outcomes. First of all, we will write total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes are, either head will appear in tossing a coin, you have to write the possible outcomes. Either head will appear or tail will appear. So maximum outcomes are 2. Total number of outcomes are 2. And what are your favorable outcomes? Favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes are the answer of your question. So probability of getting a tail is your favorable. How many tails are there? In total outcomes, how many tails are there? Only one. So favorable was tail. Favorable was tail. And how many are there in counting? 1. So now you will find, therefore, probability of in place of when off is there, we will put bracket. You know, off is bracket, and then getting a tail I will write in bracket. So this whole line I will write again. Probability of getting a tail will be, write the formula, number of favorable outcomes over total outcomes. Favorable are 1. So favorable outcomes are only 1, and total outcomes are 2. So your probability will be 1 over 2, or you can convert it into decimal form, so which is 0.5. So which is less than 1 and greater than 0, as you see. One more example I would like to discuss with you. A die is thrown once. Die, which is used in Ludo game. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a prime number. So we have to find the probability of getting a prime number. So here we will write total number of outcomes whatever we need in formula. Favorable outcomes, total number of outcomes, we will write first. Total number of outcomes when a die is thrown, I have already told you, either 1 will come, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Maximum number is 6. So how many are there total? 6. So total number of outcomes are 6. You will write all the outcomes and you will count them, they are 6. Now favorable outcomes. What are the favorable outcomes? But they have asked us to find the probability of getting a prime number. So prime numbers will be a favorable. What we need to find? Which probability we need to find? Find the probability of getting a prime number. So prime numbers, among these possible outcomes, which are the prime numbers? First prime number is 2, next is 3, and next is 5. 2, 3 and 5 are my prime numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which come in their on table only. Okay, 1 and on tables. So they are total 3 in numbers. Favorable outcomes are 3. Total outcomes are 6. So now we will write therefore probability of means bracket, probability of, after of, what is that? Getting a prime number. Getting a prime number means, write the formula, number of favorable outcomes over total outcomes. Favorable are 3, total are 6. You can reduce them in the lowest term. So it is 1 over 2. Again your answer is 1 over 2. So students, I have discussed the 2 examples with you only. The exercise we will be starting in the next video. Thank you.